Greetings and blessings from the Most High, Jah Rastafari. Crawford Ashley here, the spiritual boxer, and I'm just chilling in my hammock. I haven't had much time in the hammock this year. It's one of my favourite pieces of equipment, is an hammock. I take it everywhere. Well, no, I don't, that's a bit of a porky. Anyway, I'm going to be speaking about boxing, and I was at my friend's yesterday and was talking about the flow, getting into the flow, and as it happened somebody sent me a message about the flow, about being in the flow. To me it's just about being in the now, being right here in the present moment. And with boxing it's like, how can I explain it? It's basically trusting your body, knowing that your body's able and capable of handling itself, and then you just get out of the way. The mind just seems to dissolve, and you just know everything that's going to happen, and everything just flows naturally. It's just the movement. I don't know, the Chinese, and they call it the chi, this kind of force that's within you, but it's not a force that you have to force, it's a relaxed, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. It's like moving without moving. Everything just seems to just flow naturally. It's just where I can get the words can't really explain it. But the best way to get into the flow is to become really, really fit. And I'm on about pushing your body to places it's never been before and beyond. And knowing what the body's capable is one way of finding out about how to get into the flow, but you can get into the flow in many different ways. People meditate, calm the mind down. See, I believe, I don't know yet, I just believe. You got the mind, the body, and the spirit, the soul, whatever you want to call it. Now I believe my soul wanted to box. My body wanted to find out how capable it was. And my mind was very kind of like interested in all the aspects of being the ultimate challenge. Having to think on your feet, having to think of a million things at once and keep remaking calculations. So my mind was always active. Don't get bored, never been bored, because my mind's too active. And then to be able to calm it down through boxing, but boxing made it more active, which is weird because of all them, like I say, all the different things you got to think about. Where's your hands? Where's your head? Am I open to a shot? Where's my elbows? Can he hit me in this position I'm in? Can I hit him? You know what I mean? If I throw a jab, what can he counter me with? And these are all, I don't know, subconscious calculations, but my mind found that fascinating. I loved that. So the mind was doing what it wanted to do. When I was in the ring, it pissed off and left me alone. It was blank. My body realised this is the ultimate test when I was in the ring of fitness and endurance. And like for me, fitness is how much you can do when you're tired. It's not how much you can do when you're fit. It's when you've got your last breath and you can't breathe and you've got to still push on. There's still another 3-4 rounds to go and your body's hurting and your muscles are screaming and your lungs are crying out for oxygen and there's no in there but pain. How can you carry on? The body does. There's a will, there's a way. I don't know why, I don't know how. But then when you're at that peak where your body's physically fit, healthy, it knows it can take care of itself, so the mind kind of like don't feel responsible. I don't know if that's right. My body just, I don't know. I really don't know. Trying to explain something like that I don't think can be explained by words, it has to be experienced. But you can see it in action. It's like, my mate showed me Savannah Marshall or Mitchell, I can't remember which, boxing, and she has got a really nice, relaxed, flowing style. The punches just come together naturally. And that's the flow, she's in the moment, she's in that place, and she's accurate as well. Which are all the things that help with being in there, in that state. It's a Zen thing. It's a Zen's focus. It's kind of weird. It's like Zen archers. They can fire an arrow over there and it'll still hit the target because of a, I don't know, a weird force. And that's what basically boxing is. It's about controlling these weird forces that we only seem to interact on really heightened occasions. It's like when I was really fit, when I was in a boxing ring, everything seemed to be in slow motion. And my mate says it's what, like you're in a car crash, when the boom, you can hear it and everything seems to slow down. And that's what it's kind of like in the boxing ring. I'm normal, but everything's in slow motion. And that's kind of like a place of when you're really fit, you can travel to. And I think that's why at the moment Canelo's there, because he's always fit, he's always ready, he's always in fighting mode. And then you got the likes of Mayweather. Mayweather was just a phenomenal athlete, I can't even say that word. And his peak fitness, his fitness levels was very high, and I believe when he was in there, he slowed time down. It's just, like I said, I've been in the square ring when I've been really fit, and it's a magical place. You go somewhere which is very hard to explain. It's a beautiful place, you know. So for me, anyway, when I was in that zone, I could hear every single voice in the arena. Yeah, I'm really focused on the man in front of me. But I know exactly, I'm aware of whatever's going on around me in that building. It's weird, but I'm very relaxed and I'm very calm. And I think that was with that teaching I got as a very young kid, make the ring your home. All you have to be concerned about is what's in the ring. You have to be concerned about the crowd, or not what's going on in the ring, that's all that matters. And it's being focused when you're in there. And it's like whether it's in sparring or in a fight, the focus has to be the same. And it's like, all I want to do when I was in sparring was hit you, touch you. I didn't want to hit you hard because I know if I can touch you or hit you, I can hit you as hard as I want. And that's about the control, learning to control distance and timing. You can hit somebody and they know they're being hit, but they don't, it's not dush, it's not a jarring, it's boof. Ah yeah, you've caught me with that one, nice one. You just don't put the power or go straight through with it. But you keep the speed the same, and I did. Tried to keep my speed the same, but just hit just in front of the nose, or the tip of the nose, or touch them wherever. But sometimes you make mistakes and you go a little bit too far and hit them hard, and then you back off. Because I'm like a counter puncher as well, and sometimes the shots just go without me even knowing them, because you know I've reacted to something you've done, especially if you're rushing in. you might walk onto one. So anyway, that's just the way to run about a question that I can't really answer. It has to be experienced. You know, how do you get into the flow? How do you get into the flow? Be 100% there in that moment, in that movement. Just be focused on it. Maybe. I really can't explain it. I mean, words. You know what I mean? My education system at school was crap for me. Failed me. Miserably. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm going to give it a break till another day. But I'll just let the camera keep rolling and see what happens.